We're happy to welcome our next speaker on stage, Hanno Kowalski, managing partner with FAP, one of the early movers on the advisory business and now also in the investment management business with a focus on German real estate, presenting the German real estate debt market opportunities. Please.
David, thank you. After all this, the high-level views across Europe, we're going a little more local now. And just the fact that we're in this room here together, I think, is what the chief economist said from Helaba this morning. Times are changing. Singing that song, I'm joining her on this. It's definitely changing in Germany. We've been in the debt business for 16 years at FAP. Just the fact that we're here this time locally having this conference is a big change. We've had to go global. We've had to go to Seoul, to Los Angeles. We've got to go to London, to go to similar events and to meet people like yourself. Now we're in this room. So David, thanks for kicking this off. This is, I think, it's a milestone in the evolvement of what's happening in the German market and resembles the need that the debt market in Germany has for sure. Without taking the conclusion at the starting point, another point that shows me that where times and markets are changing, and when we started fundraising for our first fund, and in one of those grilling sessions with institutional investors, I got the statement, a banker will never be a good real estate person. It could possibly happen the other way around. A real estate person can make a good banker, but never the other way around. Now, where I can relate to some of that where he was coming from. He was obviously saying you have to understand the underlying, you've got to understand the asset. But where I have to strongly to disagree is that we look at the German market, debt has become an asset class by itself, and it requires more than just the understanding. It's no longer just the appendix of the equity world. It's an individual task that needs to be tackled differently. Now, and I'd like to start with some high-level views, some numbers that we are gathering. We're doing our own research at FAP. We've done it for many years, also on our mezzanine report. I'll have some of those numbers to share with you today as a peak preview. It's coming out in October, just before Expo. Just some high-level numbers to look at what's happening in the German market. If you look at the -20 to start with, that's a number looking at what has been in the market in 2020 and surveying the 11 most active banks in the German debt market, and that's been the answer. Their new business has been going back in 2020 by -20%, and this is on average. Obviously, there are some players who are